If you want to improve your English and see the whole world simultaneously, I am inviting you for a quick walk through one of the most beautiful cities in the entire world called Buenos Aires in Argentina, where I will walk through the city and describe everything that's happening around me and share quite a few new idioms. All right, hit the like button below and let's get started.
Hi. Where
Howdy.
are you from?
Can you guess?
Where are you from?
Can you guess where I'm from?
Yes.
I guess I don't really.
You speak English, you're Argentinians, right?
No, we don't speak English. So.
Just a little bit.
Just the
That's awesome.
channel, the YouTube
The channel is called Sergii Speaks.
Bye.
Awesome, nice meeting you guys, have a good one. People from Argentina are so lovely and welcoming. And by the way, welcoming means that they welcome everyone.
We must create a welcoming atmosphere.
They stop to say hi, to ask me where I am from, and to tap me on my shoulder. By the way, to tap on a shoulder means to put your hand on somebody's shoulder a couple of times.
Dennis comes back, and then I get a tap on the shoulder saying, you need to go to the Oval Office.
I'm going to wander through this city, which means that I will walk or explore this city without a plan. I have no plan at all. That's what's called to wander through the city.
I just wander through the trees and get lost in my own world, and then...
This city feels alive, literally. It feels so alive, it's crowded, it's packed. There is an insane amount of people. And insane means crazy, large amount of people.
This is insane. I'm going insane right now.
Well, you're certainly acting insane.
And for some reason, I feel like within the last 2 weeks that I have spent here in Buenos Aires, I have blended in. And that means that with time, while I spend some time in Argentina, in Buenos Aires, I slowly become Argentinian.
Mr. Dinkles! Has anybody seen Mr. Dinkles?
Look what I managed to stumble upon by accident.
The young orcas stumble upon a large colony of seals.
This is the central bank of Argentina.
Let's say, for example, if we have the central bank governor decides like, yo, I'm going to print like 2 trillion rands into the economy.
I love the type of architecture that they have built or copied from some, I don't know, from Spain, from Italy, from France. I have no idea. You guys tell me if you know where you could see this type of architecture somewhere else in the world.
But the Romans aren't the only civilization to have built impressive bridges.
Jesus, oh my goodness, holy cow, look at this palace. It's old as heck. What is that?
Boy, when you die at the palace, you really die at the palace.
Wow, I'm impressed. While you're enjoying that beauty, I wanted to say thank you to people from these countries who have been watching us the most. Number 1, so easy to guess, Brazil. Number 2, people from Japan. What's up, brother?
We are making a film here.
Oh, you're recording a movie?
Yeah.
Perfecto. Do you want me to be part of the movie? I'm just kidding. Can I go that way?
Yeah, or that way.
Perfect. Thank you.
Same.
Enjoy your movie. All right, now, number 2, Japan. People who never leave any comments below our videos. Number 3, India. Number 4, Vietnam. I don't think many Vietnamese have also left any comments below our videos. Number 5, United States. Number 6, a country whose name I'm not going to say. You can guess it in the comments below. Number 7, South Korea. You guys also don't talk much in South Korea. Are you guys mostly introverts or what?
It's a personality test for both introverts.
Number 9, Colombia, and number 10, Thailand. Or Thailand. I wanted to say thank you to every one of you guys from these countries, and not only for watching our YouTube videos from all around the globe. And I wanted to say, if you are in one of those countries that I have not been to yet, or from one of the cities that I have not been to yet, I want you to leave a comment right below this video and tell me what's beautiful in your city or country that I should come and visit. All right. Let's get to the city center. What in the world is it? Wow! Banco do Nacional, another bank. Jeez, this is the feast for the eyes. Literally, the word feast means a big meal.
Lavishly decorated, the walls of the Sharola are a feast for the eyes.
This entire building is a feast for my eyes. And I see some LGBT flags right there. I can hear some music. Sounds like we are running into another protest in Argentina.
Washington resigns in protest.
You know what's funny? That while I look there and it looks gorgeous, I just turned to the left, and this building right here, it looks just like a postcard. That's another idiom. When something looks amazing, you can say that this building could be a part of a postcard that you can send to your friends and say congrats or something.
Well, it kind of looks like a postcard, right?
Yeah, like a memory.
You know what? I'm going to give you another idiom. I'm going to sit right here for 10 minutes and I'm going to let it soak in. The literal meaning of word soak is when the sponge soaks in the water. Soaks/sucks. To let something soak in means to spend some time so your brain could digest it, so you could understand, so you would not just run through and take a visual picture, but you would sit down and calmly let it soak in and enjoy the view. I freaking love it.
You're literally spraying it into the environment, into the water, and don't do anything to clean it up. And just let it soak in, let it leach through the ground.
We got some police here. I guess they are taking care of surroundings. They are making sure that everyone is safe and sound.
She probably just camped out, totally safe and sound.
And by the way, that's another idiom. Today's video is full of B2-ish, B1, B2 level of idioms, which I'm sure you guys enjoyed. And if you are enjoying it, you leave a comment right below this video, while I will continue enjoying this picture perfect view. And I'm not kidding at all. I don't think I have ever been to a single city in the world where I could see so many beautiful types of architecture all together in one place, on one square, just like here in Buenos Aires. That sounds very powerful. Those drums, especially drums, sound pretty damn powerful.
What do? Eat drums! No, beat drums! Beat drums! Beat drums! Beat drums!
I want to show you something very cozy, very pleasant for your eye, and also for the body whenever you're in that.
Nice, right?
Cozy.
I'll take you to one of the oldest cafes in Buenos Aires. Let me take you to Cafe Tortoni. But But while I'm walking to Cafe Tortoni, I've noticed they call their subway stations as countries. Peru is one of the countries in South America. Kinda nice, Argentina.
Harris, they're in the subway. Harris, the subway.
Got it.
You know what? I could stay here. I could walk through this city the whole day. It reminds me of a capital of great people. By the way, guys, do you know what is the name of a capital of great people? Leave a comment below with your guesses. But don't Google, or don't ChatGPT, or don't Claude, or don't Gemini. Try to guess. Oh wow, that's the cafe, and there's a whole queue for it, there's a line for it. Holy cow, that's quite a line. I'm gonna have to spend probably 20 to 30 minutes here waiting to show you this beauty.
Spend time with your families, your friends, your loved ones, however you want to spend it.
And while I'm going to be waiting, guys, you leave a comment right below this video and tell me, where are you joining us from today? You know what? You've been watching this video for about 10 to 15 minutes already. And I don't think that you have hit the like button below. If you want to make sure that you will not lose this lovely type of content in the future, hit that like and a subscribe button right now. And I'm about to get in.
2,000 years later.
All right, almost here. One. Perfecto!
Hello, how are you?
Good to see you. Wow! This cafe is 168 years old. It was built, thank you, sir. It was built in 1858, which is crazy. Look at the ceiling right there.
The whole ceiling was junk hanging from the ceiling.
It looks as old as this entire building. But what I truly hope for is their food is not as old as this cafe. Let me take my backpack off and I'll show you the menu.
Backpack? How do backpack get wet?
That's a good question, Jack.
Grand Cafe Tortoni. Let's take a look. So, just to tell you about prices in Argentina, espresso costs $4 in one of the oldest cafes in Buenos Aires. What am I going to get? I'm going to get a tea.
12 seconds later.
Opa! Ole! We got a tea. So I have to pour this tea into a cup.
Now pour the tea back into the pot.
And there is a special screen so the actual tea leaves themselves would not fall into the cup. I'm filling up the cup. It looks like it's already full. I would say it's plumb full. And when I say plumb full, I mean it's almost spilling over. So it's as full as it could possibly get. It's pretty hot, but pretty tasty. Okay, guys, I'm going to give you the last idiom of the day. This is my cup of tea. Argentina, especially Buenos Aires, feels like home, feels like a place that I like a lot, feels like a place where I could live. So it's my cup of tea because I feel comfortable here, I feel passionate about this city.
Not my cup of tea.
Now, I'm going to ask you guys, what is your cup of tea? What do you like? What are you passionate about? Leave a comment right below this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Now, if you've been pausing this video every 5 seconds, I want you to watch it one more time and try to shadow us without pausing video, even for 1 second. Hit the like button below, and I'll see you on the next video.